If you're looking to go ice fishing on Lake Sakakawea this winter, we're visiting with fisheries supervisor Dave Fryda, and he'll go over walleye populations, pike populations, access, and more. I'm Mike Anderson with the North Dakota Game and Fish Department. Dave, a lot of lakes have frozen in North Dakota. Lake Sakakawea is usually one of the last lakes. How are things looking up there?
We're right around mid-December, coming up on mid-December, and they've been ice fishing in the upper ends of the reservoir from White Earth and west already. Obviously, we had some cooler weather early this year than we have, but yeah, typically the entire lake doesn't freeze till late December, early January.
Dave, two main fish species on Lake Sakakawea that anglers target in the wintertime. Last summer, walleye fishing was incredible. How's the walleyes going to be this winter for ice anglers?
The population's still there. There's a lot of nice fish and good abundance and size structure in Sakakawea like anglers experienced last summer, and it was a very good bite all summer long. The fish are there. As always though, winter fishing success is heavily dependent on number one, weather patterns, ice conditions, and also just access. If we get excessive snow and blowing and drifting and unstable weather, they all impact how the fishing will be, but the fish population is in good shape.
Okay, let's move on to our state fish, the northern pike.
Northern pike abundance is still above the long-term average. It's down from what it was prior to the water coming back a decade ago. Still by far the best place in North Dakota for a top-end 20-pound plus pike.
Dave, a lot of people dark house spearfish on Lake Sakakawea in the wintertime.
Yeah, it's pretty popular, especially in the middle to lower portions of the reservoir where it's typically clearer water. It's more conducive to spearing for northern pike, and obviously this year we have a new change in the horizon with allowing walleye to be dark house spearfished. It's yet to be seen how successful or unsuccessful that'll be on Sakakawea.
Dave, you have one of the only areas, you manage the Missouri River system, the only areas in the wintertime where you have open water, and that's the tail race. A lot of people fish in the tail race in the wintertime?
Some winters. This fall has been slower than most because we've had some pretty intense cold. Yeah, at times when we get breaks in the winter, there can be a fair amount of effort, just depending on how the fishing goes.
Dave, there's a shoreline policy on Lake Sakakawea. Explain that.
Yeah, we've worked over the years. We're well over a decade into it now, but we've worked on both a summer shoreline access policy for anglers and a winter ice access policy with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. That policy, which lists all the available access points throughout the wintertime where anglers can access the ice, and also where they can drive up and down the shoreline. That can be found on the Garrison Project's website.
Okay, so Lake Sakakawea, fish populations are there. As long as anglers have access, they should be successful.
Yeah, if the weather cooperates and the ice conditions and access are there, it should be a decent year.
A lot of great information, Dave. Thank you.